the furniture's already here.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, if the furniture was already here, man, we could do another episode, I reckon.
Imagine.
Another one I've said.
The furniture's already in my house also.
Yeah, but it's not all there. Hammer's just leaning
Backless?
around.
There's three quarters of the couch is there.
Hammer's
back
swimming
support.
through your couch.
He loves it there. He loves the gap in the couch. It lets him do freestyle on top of it.
Yeah.
It's funny. I like last week that you finally relented and just wanted to put your head against me a little bit. Just every now and again, it was just kind of leaning in.
It was
like,
reciprocated.
Come on,
Well,
please.
the first time
That was
I
nice.
the first time
I
I
got
did it,
hard. Thanks to Pilot.
I did some upside down recording the first time we did it.
The croc roll recording was a highlight. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. A familiar deadly reptile.
Yeah.
Going after chicks from the the north of Western Australia.
Dragging the podcast underwater until it runs out of oxygen.
Being fed meat by a man in khaki. That's what Hammer's always been.
Yeah,
The croc.
Hammer hits a zinger and you throw a piece of chicken at him. He catches it in his mouth.
Then he scurries off to the water.
You notice I can pat him right on the nose, right like this. He's very comfortable around me.
You're not going to believe this. I had KFC for breakfast.
For breakfast?
Yeah,
You're not going to believe this. I can believe it. I'm not surprised at all.
Everyone stops listening and be like, fake AI. Nah. Bullshit.
If someone asked me, someone in your social circle had KFC for breakfast, who was Hammer?
Oh, what did Hammer have?
Yeah.
Was it as usual?
Did you? KFC doesn't do a bespoke breakfast, do they?
They used to do a breakfast menu. That's like one of my
What?
old jokes. KFC had a breakfast menu.
I don't have any recollection of this. What do they sell?
Well, let me quote the joke for you. It's just their regular menu with one egg added to every item.
Fuck off.
That's it. Swear to God.
Just a zinger with an egg.
Yep. And the punchline, I want to eat the circle of life. There you go.
There we go.
Bang.
Wow.
2017 Muggleton. PT, pre-tracksuit.
Yeah, that's on the Muggleton rookie card.
It's got a couple of errors. Makes it more valuable.
Was it good with an egg?
I didn't have it. I was allergic to egg at that stage.
You still
Remember
are?
my late onset egg allergy.
Oh, late onset.
Yeah, I was like 23, 24.
What was the inciting incident to find out that you had an egg allergy?
Well, let me tell you. I was at a meeting at FBI Radio, and I was running late to the meeting. I got a protein bar. The first time in my life I'd ever eaten a protein bar, and I ate it, and my hair started standing up, and I got all these adrenaline kind of like. And I was freaking out because I was struggling to breathe, but I didn't know. I'd never had an allergic reaction before, and so I called my mate as a doctor, and he's like, "You're having an allergic reaction. Get antihistamines as quick as possible."
Yeah, right.
And yeah, it got pretty tight, but I could still breathe. And then I went to hospital, and they're like, "You're allergic to egg, pussy." And I was like, "Oh."
But how do you figure that out from the protein bar? It was just...
Well, that was one of the ingredients.
Yeah.
And then you do a test.
Yeah, okay.
You do an allergy test, which is they prick your arm with different allergens, and based on how much it raises up.
Yeah, and you have to realize you're never going to eat from the KFC breakfast menu ever again.
I know.
You have to eat the regular menu.
It's so sad.
So it literally was just, it was that hyperbole that it's just their original menu with the thing on it? Like, is it a breakfast zinger?
I mean, I think I was going there like after a night out, so I was pretty hammered, and this was like, literally 8 years ago. But yeah, from memory, it was that. It was just, they just added eggs to stuff.
What did you have for breakfast, Tamo? At KFC?
I went pretty light. I had just a...
I just want a light breakfast. Where should I go?
He didn't get a
KFC's
family
open.
feast.
Well,
I went light, just a combo, upsized.
I walked out of the hotel and I realized I was in a hurry to see you guys. And so the first place I walked past was a cafe I've been stopping at the last few days. And I was going to get a ham and cheese tomato croissant. But the place was closed because a whole bunch of stuff in the city closes on weekends.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because no one around. And so
No one around.
then I kept walking. And then what would be the next
Why did
thing?
you feel the need to answer?
What?
That hurts me.
So the next thing I would happen upon was KFC. And I was like, all right, well, I'm in a hurry. But then I was messaging you guys to say I was running late because I got held up because there was just like two people working at KFC, one taking the orders and one working back there. And there was me and a whole bunch of people.
On a Sunday morning, only 2 staff members?
Yeah.
Guys, don't you know this is the big post-run rush?
But a whole lot of customers.
They had like 10 orders and I was sitting there, Andy H, with a whole bunch of names I couldn't pronounce.
Andy?
Yeah, Andy H.
Andy
That's
H.
my name when I want to see it on the screen.
Andy H, is there a 12-year-old boy here? Is Andy H here?
Is he unattended? Just checking.
So I had a twister and I had 3 tenders, but the tenders were like very, what's the word? Narrow and overcooked. I felt like they were like maybe like yesterday's chicken had still been sitting there.
Dude, I agree that the KFC chicken tender is probably the biggest downward trajectory of any fast food item.
The popcorn chicken's also up there. They're getting worse too.
I thought that was still fine. Okay.
They're like,
The tender's fallen off, you reckon?
I think the tender's an absolute piece of shit.
You heard it here first, folks. This is the expose on KFC.
Hard-hitting cabin.
Four kernels on the kernel.
This is a Flog exclusive. Get the nuggets.
And a 17.
The nuggets at KFC, massively underrated. They're very good.
Tom comes in with a hard opinion.
Oh, very strongly. I feel very
this is a
strongly.
waste of everybody's time, but let me tell you about those nuggets.
I think the best nuggets in Australia might be at KFC. I think they're better than McDonald's. I think they're better than Hungry Jack's.
That's big call. I can't believe you're saving opinions for the bitter end.
I've got a whole list of things I got to get through.
The crunch of the Macca's nugget is good, but when I'm hungover, the softness of the KFC nugget is superior.
I think you're right, and I think the taste of the KFC.
It's like a little pillow of chicken.
I like it when you're hungover. You're too hungover to chew. You're like, slide it down.
Like a duck. having a pillow of chicken.
Takes a bite of McDonald's. I was like, whoa, quiet down. my head is pounding.
Also, the Macca's dipping. I mean, the KFC dipping sauces probably are superior in my mind.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but there's so many more of the Macca's ones. Surely.
I mean, as someone who drafted sweet and sour sauce in the Macca's draft, obviously I have to disagree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like the supercharged
Controversially.
spicy sauce.
Well, we're doing another draft.
We're doing another draft.
I think my draft form should be brought up because I'm the only one who's never won a draft.
Oh, we know.
And let me tell you, I'm not winning this one.
No, I don't know if anyone's going to win this one. I don't think anyone's going to have really strong opinions. You think you might have the strongest opinions on the draft.
We'll front load it for the floggers. The draft, we are drafting
Oh, yeah, we haven't
Hammer.
told people.
This is the kind of captain's pick for you. Off you go.
Australians, alive or dead, that you would have a beer with. Alive or dead.
Yep, you said it.
Yep. Just confirming for
So for Hammer, it's actually a complete list of every Australian.
Yeah. Here's an Excel
He's up for it.
spreadsheet.
All Australians, some Nepalese.
I'd like to think there's going to be one or two that like would be there's crossover with,
I'd say so.
and then the rest will be like whose list is the most fun.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm losing this draft.
I feel like
When has everything I've done ever been fun?
yeah.
There are 115 cabins in. I'm a dour man.
I think I imagine I know your first pick. There's a few where I'm like, I think there's a few that are just like correct decisions where you kind of have to do it for national pride.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Tom's on the money there.
Okay. Well, look, we're gonna do it at the back end.
Yep.
Back end of the app. Close on it. Well, not close on it. We got the eulogy.
Yes.
We
Got the
do.
eulogy.
What we've got probably the most set pieces we've had in a podcast.
It's the most preparation we've ever done for a podcast.
And I want to be clear, still not much. I'm
But
talking.
it felt like a lot.
Yeah, Tom wrote his yesterday. Obviously,
No,
Hammer wrote it
this
on the
morning.
toilet. Well, okay, Hammer wrote it on the toilet this morning.
Yep.
And obviously, I wrote it while you guys were setting up the room. So
Yeah.
we're consistent.
Yeah, and they're all your idea as well.
Yes.
And you left it to the very last minute.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts going into this episode.
Because we were touched. We were touched because people have been messaging. People have been
Yeah.
sad that it's ending.
People are sad.
I thought they'd be
Especially.
happy, like us.
Wait, you're not relieved about this?
Yeah, you guys not stressed every week trying to get this out.
Thank God it's over.
I thought the listeners would also be thinking, well, that's one less thing I have to do.
Exactly, every week. I like the one guy who was like, oh, that's great news, fellas. Now I can go to the Patreon for Vittorio and Mike's Guide to Parenting.
Yeah,
Apparently
that-
we're holding him back.
Can you imagine how many people are making that decision where it's like, well, it's either Mike and Vittoria or Flog Cabin. I can't decide.
I like to picture his wife is in there just furious, being like, you can only subscribe to so many. You got to make a call.
And to that person,
Sorry, kids, no dinner tonight. Dad spent it all on Patreon subscriptions again.
This will fill your tum. Listen up.
and to that,
What are you threading, fuckhead? Oh, my favorite meal.
and instead of going over to the Mike and Vittorio pod, you could throw more money at this pod and get the Brewski with Drewski Patreon tier, and then the podcast will continue forever.
We are contractually obliged to continue
Okay,
for
so-
one more calendar year.
So
it's
where's
not forever.
Where's the cutoff? Where's the cutoff to get onto the Brewski and Drewski here? If someone wants to be a hero and save this podcast and
And-
spend $5,000 on it,
I want to be clear. Not only do you get to have a beer with Drewski, you get to save the pod, which is going to make you very popular with literally dozens of people.
Oh, yeah.
And also, it's a great prank because I will be furious.
Yeah,
Dan
you'll
would
be unpopular
really
with
mad.
us.
And Tom will be furious as well because then he has to stay in the country.
Yeah.
He's upset.
I have to dial in from the middle of the night in Madrid. He want to hammer 8 that week.
Hey, what's KFC like in Madrid? Are the soft drinks the same? What's that weird European Fanta color?
I had tablets, not a single nugget.
I like to think you think that you would if we get the Brewski Trusky tier up, that you're gonna get out of the country because I will be planting like drugs and weapons on you in your bag,
Drugs and weapons.
just to stop you from getting out.
What weapons are you going to plant in my bag?
Just a couple of knives. I don't know. I'll see if I know an old bikie with a gun they want to get rid of that's been involved in a couple of murders.
Tom's like, look, guys, you're not going to believe this, but this is a prank. Are you guys floggers by any chance? Because Hamo did that. He talked about it. Just please believe me.
Listen to the farewell app. It'll give us the context that you need.
You're probably wondering why I'm bringing a bodyboard bag to Madrid. I've heard nothing but great things about the lakes.
Just a bodyboard bag filled with knives. I've never seen those before. I had no idea.
I was just planning to do some modifications to the board. It's very unwieldy. But yes, it's the final cabin.
Speaking of crime-related things,
One of my favorite topics.
There's a thing that's happening in my apartment block at the moment. Last night I came home and in the stairwell of my apartment block is a duffel bag filled with vapes. 100 vapes in their packaging.
You counted?
Yeah. 10 packs of 10.
Did you take them?
I don't know what to... I kind of feels like finding a brick of cocaine on the beach. Because it's like... 100 vapes is probably like, what, $3,000?
We're talking, I don't know, what's the going rate for a good vape these days? Probably $40.
I've never bought a vape.
If we take those to Port Hedland or Karratha, we can sell them for 80. We've got
Really?
we've got $8,000 right there,
If
brother.
only we had someone on the ground in Port Hedland.
So anyway, I think this could be a big earner. Take the duffel bag.
Maybe we could keep doing the pod.
If we
If you sell
sold
those
all,
vapes.
and then I could buy the Drewski with Brewski beer. I get a beer with Hammer. And I get to make you do this for another year.
They're just sitting in the stairwell?
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay, well, double check the bag. Might be some other stuff in there.
You think so?
Cash, weapons.
Stashed in.
That you've stashed in there? You should take them to Spain,
Hey,
Tom.
who do you know who has a duffel bag at all times?
Yeah,
Hamo.
that's true. He's got one today.
But you got to check. I've seen enough movies where this happens. You got to check the bag for like a GPS tracker.
The lining of the
You're
bag.
thinking No Country for Old Men?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tracked down by a Spaniard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just double check that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's just sitting there.
It's out.
Did you check it, last night and this morning? Still there?
Yeah.
Right. Does anyone in your building run a convenience store?
Oh, yeah. Well, we do have we have a handful of Uber Eats delivery drivers there, so that's in the same world. Surely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is Caesar Kaiser your neighbor?
Why?
'Cause I think he sells secondhand or sells vapes on the sly at pubs. So
I don't know if we need to edit this out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
And I don't know if we're editing out because it's liable, because it's not interesting.
Yeah. Hey, this guy you've never heard of is doing something that might be illegal. We don't know. I'm not 100% on that.
he's selling vapes.
Either way, it's a grey area. Let's press on.
Yeah, not interesting enough to be liable, not liable enough to be interesting.
Yeah. Let's just press on anecdotally.
Yeah, I don't know what
Your
it is.
building is not in a shifty area at all.
No, but we do have a lot of like...
And who's stashing vapes? Like, why not put them in the house?
And it's the perfect crime because it's right near the police station and they're never going to look there. You know? That's the best place to commit crime is right next to a police station.
Do you think so?
Are you giving yourself away there? Oh, you want to pick up? Meet me at the police station.
My stash house used to be like 2 streets away from the Surrey Hills police station compound.
Hammer's doing drug deals in front of an RBT. Play it cool, Ask me for directions. Leaning in the window.
Yeah. But can you sell vapes? Can you sell vapes? Are vapes illegal in any way?
I don't think you could. I think you need a license, surely. Because like you can't just sell... I don't know. You can't sell cigarettes outside of a tobacconist, right?
Well, convenience stores do it. Do they have a license to do that?
I'd have thought so.
I've got no idea.
I mean, if you don't know, then it's not a
do it.
crime.
If you don't know, it's not a crime. Officer, genuinely, we discussed it. I wasn't sure. I thought this through. No one could tell me if it was a crime or not.
Hey, did you know you're not allowed to sell cocaine? Yeah. No, I didn't. No.
What?
Up. That's why we Miranda'd you. But yeah, okay. So what are you going to do with these vapes? You going to sell them?
I don't know. It does feel a little... Yes, no country for old men have like...
I don't think I'd trust... If you came up to me and being like, hey, you want to buy a vape? I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Cop, narc.
Yeah,
He's got big narc energy. Yeah. Do you reckon?
I will sell the vapes for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
And
come
you
to my
get-
place after this.
Yeah, okay. You get 20%.
I'm happy with 20%. I'll
Okay,
do that.
that's fair.
You're taking all the risk.
All right, yep.
Do I get a cut?
What have you done?
I won't snitch.
He is-
No one's going to hear about this, I promise.
Yeah, being the middleman doesn't mean just sitting between two people.
Is this not it?
You get to continue living. That's
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Threat?
I like the idea of the middleman sitting between two people, just like a real estate agent. They're just like, no, that's my seat. You'll find out why. Okay.
But yeah, I
Got
don't know.
vapes in the corridor.
In the corridor.
Wait, I thought your building was nice.
It is nice, but we
it's-
have renters. I think it might be the renters. I blame them. We have foreign renters.
Oh, yep. 100%.
Am I talking to our dads right now?
What,
I know it's probably part of the problem. Renters.
Yeah.
They're not even from here. No, they don't own a house. They don't own a house. They don't even, no one owns a house here connected to them. We hate these guys.
Yeah, their parents didn't own that house. Actually, some of their parents own that house. But yeah, I mean, look, we do have, every now and then I do see an Uber Eats cube in my backyard and I'm like, where do I have to move until this isn't tenable for someone? Like,
You're just trying to avoid the cube?
yeah.
You know what could be inside that cube? Vapes.
Vapes, yeah.
More vapes.
Actually, a vape business on the, like, combined with your Uber Eats delivery business,
Not bad.
if like every Jimmy brings or whatever, as soon as you're delivering alcohol, you're like, hey, by the way, do you want to buy a box of vapes as well?
Yeah, maybe your apartment complex is like a drop house. Is that a thing? It's just a house where they drop stuff, pick it up later. It's just like, yeah, no one's going to suspect you. In you go, out you go.
No, that's not a thing.
That's not a thing? Damn.
Sounds very stupid.
Says the only guy who got caught.
Yeah.
After 16 years. Very good run.
16 years is a very good run.
No, I know what I'm talking about.
Do you think your comedy career will outlast your drug running career?
Oh, good question.
Oh, God. 16 years in comedy. I fucking hope not.
16 years, 2 shows.
Actually, that's like a new thing in comedy. 16 years in comedy, you get caught for something.
yeah, that's true. That's a tipping point.
It's usually not drugs, unfortunately. That'd be better for the industry. Better
Yeah.
for the, what is it? The
If it is drugs,
image.
it's not drugs you took.
No. Oh man, but yeah. How long have we been doing this? Just over 2 years.
Yeah, because this is what episode 100. I think this will be 116 or something.
So did you think we'd last this long going in?
I remember early days we agreed 3 years.
3 years.
That's what we initially said. We're going to give it 3 years. That was the
Wow.
time.
That was the contract we signed?
Verbally.
Okay.
Verbal contract.
Binding.
Well, evidently not. Unless someone pays $5,000 for a beer with Hamo.
Okay. Well, 2 years, pretty good.
I think we did well.
I mean, I assume that everything I do is going to go well. So I probably would have just thought this would continue to go on and get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, it's stagnated.
and who could imagine why? Is it the lack of effort? Pre-production or post-production? I don't know.
Hammer, why don't your fans listen to this? That's the big question. 300,000
It's
Instagram
you
followers,
guys.
None of them listen
It's
to
not enough of me. It's too much of you guys.
We should be putting out the Hamo edit.
It's just Hamos.
Just Hamo.
We're completely edited out apart from laughter. It's just Hamos and a picture of my feet.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what everybody wants.
The podcast is 8 minutes long. It's mostly about schnitzel.
A few breathing
heavy
noises.
breathing.
You call something gay, and that's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for tuning in. And at the end, all they say is bye.
Very abrupt ending, really, if you think about it.
No, every live show. I do a podcast called with Hamo. I do a podcast called Flog Cabin. Silence. They're like, we don't care.
Well, I did the show in Kellyville on Friday, and I had multiple floggers.
I know.
And one of them was upset.
Any female floggers?
One female flogger.
Okay, wow.
Yep, she's seen us live. She's seen all of us live in different states.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she's connected to the prison system. Probably one of yours.
Oh, wow.
But that said, she was like, "Is your podcast coming back now that Flog Cabin is ending?" And I'm like, "Who are you a fan of here?"
Yeah, that's
because there's that
interesting.
one guy who was like, "It made it longer than your
He
podcast."
keeps having a dig at my podcast, which is really punching down.
He was his only fan. He's allowed to. He was probably that guy on Spotify. That was his number one
No,
pod.
I know who that guy was.
Oh, really?
That's the crocodile guy who was listening.
This is the crocodile guy.
No, you remember the guy who compared his tattoo to yours tattoo because you both got shitty crocodile tattoos?
Was it Tyson?
Tynan.
Tynan, yes.
Who owns a crocodile. Have you heard about this guy?
What?
He owns a crocodile.
Why have we talked about
Lives
this?
under his stairs.
What?
Yeah.
Where are his stairs?
Melbourne?
Melbourne.
What do you mean where are his stairs?
No, like
Between the first
outdoor
and second
stairs?
floor.
Indoor stairs?
No, like in like a crawl space under his house.
What?
Yeah, he's got a pet crocodile. You
What?
can have a pet crocodile in Melbourne.
You can't have a pet crocodile.
Yeah.
It's registered.
I imagine so. I imagine he's got a license.
Why is this so weird to you?
Why is
Are you having trouble keeping up with a story?
It's a fucking crocodile
There's a guy
living
got
under
a pet
someone's house in Fitzroy or some
There's
shit.
a guy who's got a pet crocodile who loves my solo podcast. Why is this weird to you? I don't understand why this would be. He's got a tattoo of a crocodile. He goes to the Comics Lounge every day.
Does he?
I don't know. He's there a lot.
Oh man,
He might
That's
be
so
listening
weird.
right now.
He's got a pet crocodile.
Pet crocodile.
How do you get that? Like as a baby?
Yeah. But it's gotten big. It's bitten him.
It's bitten him.
It's bitten him. Yeah.
What, more than once?
Yeah, I'm sure he will come to a show. He goes, Tynan, this is permission. Next time you're at a Dan Muggleton show, go and show him pictures of your crocodile.
At some point, though, it will get too big.
Yeah, I think it already is. I think it already is too big. It's like big.
But like, did the neighbors? Does he live alone?
I don't know.
Is it like housemates? And it's just like, oh, don't go downstairs ever.
Do you know any about this? Because he showed me this at your show at the Melbourne Comedy Festival at the Spleen Bar last year.
I have vague recollections of seeing a crocodile, but I have so much brain damage from years of drug abuse that it's all a
He sees
blur.
crocodile most days. Just flits across. He's like, get back in the game. Just wanders off.
There's a movie called It's All Gone Pete Tong, which is about this DJ who like goes deaf and he becomes like a deaf DJ. But there's a bit where he like has a coke addiction and he has followed around by this fictional coke badger, this giant badger that's just covered in cocaine, and that's what I picture my crocodile would
I'm
be.
sure this was a dream you had. That's not a real movie. It's
a real movie.
Greenlit that.
It's a real.
This is the thing. He's deaf and a DJ, and there's a coke badger.
Yeah.
It's a real movie.
We've come full circle to Bart the Bear, haven't we?
We have. R.I.P.
Early on,
One of the early victims of the pod.
Early on, we were very keen on like running jokes and segments and things, and then a lot of them died pretty quickly. Like you think about Segway Sitch, that lasted a lot. That was like episode 10 or something.
But the segue itself didn't last long.
No, but Bart the Bear was. It could have been. We could have been talking about Bart the Bear the whole time. He could have been on merch. He was like quite a big part of the early.
Forever in our hearts.
Yeah.
Bart the Bear. I don't think we can print merch. It's probably licensed.
You think so?
Someone owns that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just some bigwig in the film industry.
Surely we could buy the license for Bart the Bear. Surely we could have acquired that.
I definitely think we cannot afford that. I think that's
What's
super
Bart the
valuable.
Bear's name and image worth?
Probably a lot because like all the films he's been in, do you get royalties? You get back end on that
I don't know.
as an animal.
Well, I mean, also like long after death, do you continue to get residuals?
After death, you get residuals. Yeah, it just goes to your estate.
But as a bear actor.
You're right. Trying to explain that to someone in West London. He's a bear actor, fam. What do you mean? He's a big actor? No, bear actor.
Bear actor.
Grizzly.
He's a bear actor. What, he's naked? No. Yeah, look, you've stumped me on that. I went to law school. We didn't cover bear acting contracts. He signs it with a paw. Well, it's a binding agreement, but...
So, yeah, I guess he goes to whoever his owners were would get the residuals.
Could this guy put the croc in film? Could you do a pilot ad featuring the croc?
Oh, wow. I don't want to, but we could. Surely.
How do you can't just bring a croc. This doesn't sound legal.
What do you mean?
It's a croc. Like, it's a fucking big creature. You can't just have that living under your house. Is it caged? Is it free range?
I think it, like... From
How much are its eggs worth?
I have memory of a kitty gate. You know those ones that... From memory, that's what that is.
Imagine going over his house and you just hear this writhing, this slithering noise. And what's that? Oh, it's just a crocodile.
He showed me a photo of him, because to wash it, he has to, take it out on the concrete and hose it down. Like, he's given the crocodile bath.
Is that why so many Italians have concreted backyards? Or just got crocs living? That's why they got the plastic on the couch so the croc doesn't ruin it.
How do I find this guy?
Dude, one of your fans
It's
is a
like
crocodile.
in the States, like drug dealers will have like crazy jungle cats for pets, like a panther or a cougar.
Because this
or
is the
something.
thing. I was like in a caribou. Like I think they have stuff like that. Because in the States, that's freedom that America's talking about. It's like, yeah, you can have any kind of pet and it's fine.
Yeah.
Whereas I just thought in Australia, you just couldn't have a fucking croc under your house.
I'm sure it's frowned upon. I'm sure there's some bureaucratic red tape somewhere.
Are we going to bring the RSPCA down on this fella?
No.
Are they going to be like, that croc is being mistreated? And he's like, what are you talking about? He's stoked. He's loving it.
Oh, man, I never followed him. This is what I get, and he's private. He's doing dodgy crocodile shit.
Dodgy crocodile shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. That's fun.
What's the weirdest pet you'd have?
Oof.
How weird would you get?
Is lizards weird?
Yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
lizard. I love like a bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon?
Yeah,
There's a
'cause
little-
we're just up the coast, like, and I love. There's like a side joint that I frequent. This one actually doesn't seem to be connected to crime. You'd hate it, Homo. But there's lizards that just rock up and just chill on the rock, and I fucking love them.
I like that too.
Yeah, they're real nice,
I don't feel like I'd have a strong
and they got a
connection.
soft underbelly.
I wouldn't have a strong connection with a lizard.
I think people do. I think they're meant to be very clever, and therefore people start to they feel like they build a connection with the lizard because they
Yeah.
can see what it's thinking.
I've been high on ecstasy petting a lizard while New Year's Eve came in a few years back.
Wow.
that was awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So smooth,
Petting.
so
Do
smooth.
you think it likes getting petted?
Oh yeah.
Did you try and lick it?
Did I try and lick it?
Of
Yeah.
course, that's your instinct. Yeah, like, is this lizard psychoactive?
Is this going to get me more high?
I'd do it one lick. That's a little, just a check.
Yeah. Were you selling psychoactive frogs as part of your cocaine?
Okay, you want empty caps, bags of Coke, and you want a lick.
This
Okay, well,
weekend,
it's $20 for a lick.
grade hopper.
With promo code Poison Arrow, you can save 20 bucks off this frog.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep the frog.
Promo code Ribbit. I wonder what that is like, those kind of toxic frog licking.
Highs.
Yeah.
I assume for some reason in my head it's more spiritual.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It does
Like
feel
acid, it's not organic. You know, it's all processed. Whereas the frog, it's just like I'm
Natural.
connecting
Yeah.
with nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
By slowly licking a frog.
Slowly.
I think if I'm gonna have a lick a frog, I'm trying to get the whole tongue on.
Yeah, I'm going to do the alphabet.
I licked a frog, didn't make it come. Unfortunately.
You got to rub the tail at the same time.
I'm looking
You
all
know,
the way
some
up.
frogs actually can't come. No matter how hard you try, they just can't.
Did you try? Sometimes it's with their feet are too cold. Did you put socks on the frog?
Really hard to put a sock on a frog. Those feet are very sticky.
I think I lick all the way up until like.
Which part of the microphone do you talk into, Hamo? Stop looking.
Imagine the microphone's a frog. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong this whole time. Lick that mic.
I lick all the way up till I get to like almost I'm pushing its head, its neck down because I'm like, forceful lick. Covering the whole. I want to get all the flavor or whatever
Flavour.
whatever this shit does. I want to go to flavor country.
You think they're like Starburst? Apple.
They're like gobstoppers. The more you lick it, you get to a new flavor. I do think lizards. I saw some content recently of someone who owns a chameleon. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Watch them change colors and stuff. I'd be into
Totally.
that.
But would you like a photography studio where it's like you got different colored sheets that you bring down to
Oh,
change
yeah.
the chameleon to different colors?
You got to.
Surely.
Yeah.
Do they they must like changing color.
That must feel good.
Yeah.
You'd think so.
Like the chameleons are like, oh fuck, it's not like they're like, oh, we got to do this again.
Yeah.
Got to change again, really, dude. Like I was so happy at light blue. Just leave me there.
Yeah, they're like comedians at parties. Tell us a joke then. It doesn't really work that way. I've got to have the right setting. I've got to have the right backdrop.
Look, I'll tell you a street color.
Yeah, I think I would quite like a bird, but Beatty will never co-sign on a bird. That'll never
Never?
happen. No, she
Like a
doesn't
big
'em.
exotic one?
No, not necessarily. Even like little budgies. We had budgies when I was growing up, which I quite liked.
Really?
Yeah,
If I want a bird, I want like a macaw.
yeah. And you're gonna
Or a
walk,
cockatoo.
you're gonna walk around Coogee with it on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, be that guy.
And then it's just going to say, go home.
Oh, you want a talking bird?
Yeah, I want to talk
Yeah.
bird that says, fuck off back home.
So sorry about this bird. I've just been listening to some bad podcasts.
I don't know where I learned that. He's hanging out with Tom Witcombe a lot. He said he always wanted a bird, but he could never have his own.
Yeah, you can't get black cockatoos over here, only white ones.
I like to think that your bird owns its cage, it's not renting. I want a respectable macaw. If you're going to be from somewhere else, at least own property. God. What about you, Hamo? Weird pet. Come on, you were a drug dealer.
Yeah, I mean,
You just got big dogs.
like a monkey or like a orangutan.
Monkey's on brand for you.
An orangutan. I love orangutans.
Orangutan. Are they big?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are
they're
big.
huge.
They're very strong. But
Okay, so we'd have like a cage.
the
for
party
orangutan?
animals of the animal kingdom. No, I wouldn't want to cage him.
Party
I-
animals.
he would be-
animals?
That's
Hamo
just
loves the party
that's
animal
just the
kingdom.
vibe.
that's the
you get?
reputation that they've got.
Okay.
They just. So I
Oh,
would
an
like.
orangutan's coming? Man, I'll stay. This party's going to go off.
So I just think it'd be just a chill dude to have around the house.
So is an orangutan, I feel like an orangutan is less risk than a chimpanzee. Less like it'll rip your face off.
I think there are certainly instances of aggressive, violent orangutans, but I'd get one of the good ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm sure the cocaine wouldn't amp it up at all.
They got those huge nostrils too. It's kind of like recede into their face.
You've got to hold the straw for me first before you get one. Come on.
Hammer just goes up and is like, wouldn't want to share a bag with you. Classic banter, mate. Have another bump, you earn it.
I would have to give the orangutan cocaine. I think that's
Of course.
given.
A
Yeah.
given. No, that's a gibbon.
There we go. There it is. Who wants it? Balls up in the air. Put a name on it.
I'll take a point.
Dance.
Mine. Off we go.
I saw a video about elephants the other day, and I found myself dreaming about having a pet elephant.
Yeah.
And then we just asked you what kind of weird pet you'd have, and you didn't say elephant.
No, I think I've always. My heart is with an orangutan, but I dreamt of what would it be like to have, like, just a really
The
gentle.
orangutans. You're thinking about the elephant again, aren't you?
No, because they're so smart and like gentle. Well, I mean they're very big, but
They are gentle, right? They try to avoid like crushing things where they can, I feel like.
yeah. So I think that would be like a lot of fun to have a connection with an elephant.
Yeah, I feel like something kind of horse-like about an elephant, right? You'd really bond with them.
You know what's an animal that's horse-like? Horse.
Yeah, donkey?
Yeah.
There's a great,
Zebra.
There's great TikTok videos that I see sometimes of this guy in like just like a normal residential house, and he has like maybe it just looks like that, and he's on a farm. I don't know, but he has like a cow in his like kitchen, and he's like trying to have his breakfast and cereal, and his cow is just like knocking everything
seen
over
this.
on the benches. I'm like, fuck, that looks like fun.
They try to bake and the cow like eats all the ingredients and stuff, right? That's the
Yeah.
thing.
And I'm like, fuck, what a fucking party house with a wild, like, friendly cow.
Yeah.
That looks sick as well. So
I got a mate who's got a block of land in the Central Coast, like where he lives, and all the back is overgrown, so he's gonna get goats,
Those are cool.
and he's gonna get goats, and they're gonna eat all the grass.
Hell yeah, dude.
And like little
They'll eat
biological mower.
They'll eat anything.
Oh yeah,
That's what I've heard.
gotta cover your grass in peanut butter.
Go on. Give it a crack. Yeah. I like that we've chosen very different animals. That's nice.
Yeah.
I thought-
Yeah, orangutans, that's you all over. That's
you know, Australia has the largest amount of camels in the world.
I did know that. The most
Yeah.
feral camels.
So you know, there's probably a free camel out there somewhere that you could have as a pet.
Well, this is the thing, because my son has a book like about the zoo, and it like sends you different like animals until you get the right one, which is a puppy. Like, you know, it's like a snake that's too scary, a lion it's
Right.
too fierce, and the camel like too grumpy.
yeah.
That's some bad PR for the camel.
Well, they spit, right? I think they are grumpy.
Okay, but you know what,
Yeah.
there's not a single camel that's ever lived that was just like a chill dude. You know,
Oh, it's not all camels. Hashtag not all camels.
Yeah, that
all
guy-
camels.
There's that one that smokes. He's cool. He's having a great time.
There's one that owns a bottle-o.
There's a lot of very entrepreneurial camels.
Yeah. There's something about, because camel racing's a thing, right?
Yeah.
That would be fun. Seeing a camel race.
if I could bet on it, I would love that.
I reckon you can.
I think that might be the whole reason they're racing, actually. I think that might be the point.
No, it's for the spirit of competition.
We have to decide which is the fastest camel.
Whoa, brother, put the money away. This is for the camels.
I'm putting 200 on the grumpy one.
Yeah, I feel bad for the camels. They spit, but like, what? So you got to spit sometimes.
No, I think... Wasn't that... Oh, am I thinking of... There is one of them that was like... What have I seen this at? Where it will... When people walk past, like it spits at them. Like, get away from me.
What, like a ride at a carnival?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about.
Do people want it? Do people want the spit?
Oh, no. I think
Oh.
it's like, get the fuck away from me.
Well, in
heard
Broome,
about-
you can get there's camel rides along the beach that you can get, which I didn't get, but I watched them.
You watch them?
I watched the camels, and they're quite majestic as the sun's setting.
There wasn't enough for you to maybe reach your hand into. What is that tongue? What are you doing?
I was thinking about frogs again.
I was thinking about frogs. Toe's tongue just came out.
Yeah, frogs again.
That's so weird. That's like either you're thinking about licking a frog again, or you're thinking about how frogs have long tongues.
And you kind of did neither of those things.
Yeah.
If you said snake, it was more snake-like.
It was hissing. That was in the zoo book as well. Snake's scary. Not necessarily.
I think if you can control yourself around a snake, if you don't get freaked out by the fact it's a snake, they can be quite sweet.
Totally.
You got a weird cousin that's got snakes?
Yeah. Do you just take them for walks?
I've been thinking about this again recently. I don't know if we got to the bottom of this at the time. Takes a snake for a walk on a lead?
We did talk about it, and yeah, I don't know. I would like to know, but
it's
I think
also-
he just brings it out on him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
And
only
the snake
way.
kind of slithers around a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
because it'd just slip off.
Yeah, you'd think. You would assume.
Yeah.
Unless you can, I don't
Unless-
know, you'd have to really tighten the collar, wouldn't you?
Maybe a harness?
Yeah.
It's not doing the walking. It's just sitting there on his shoulders, just seeing the sights.
No, I think he puts it on the ground.
Okay,
Would
maybe
it run then?
You
The
go
snakes run?
They kind of.
They got to call him back? Like, Viper, come on.
Roll over. I'd love to see a snake roll over.
Shake. Just kidding.
I reckon it's you take it to a park, it gets on a little bit of a tree, it spins around a bit, and then you take it home.
A little bit of a tree.
Yeah, a little bit of a.
You put it on the swings? It'd love the slide.
Yeah.
Straight down.
Merry-go-round.
right.
Should we go into the pilot ad?
I think we should go into the pilot ad.
All right. So we're all doing the pilot ad this week.
3-man pilot ad. We've all got parts.
Do you want to pitch, Dan? You came up with the idea for the pilot ad this week.
I did.
Okay.
So basically, I thought because Pilot, we should thank Pilot straight
been-
off the bat.
I was thinking about this today. Like, yeah, it's been very good to us.
Yes, because they sponsored this podcast. Pilot, great company, really good. Men's Health, $20 off. We don't know what exactly, but you do get a saving. Sponsors
Hey,
from
can-
episode 2.
Can people let us know? Actually, DM us if you ever used Pilot because of us. I'd like to know that.
Yeah, dick pills, hair pills,
We want to hear about your hard cocks.
or full heads of hair, or full heads of cock.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes, we've focused 97% of the time on the hard cocks.
Yeah, they really did ask us to do stuff about the hair. Like, it's just not funny.
No, thanks.
No,
Yeah.
cocks are funny.
Cocks are funny.
Inherently. But yeah, I want to thank them for sponsoring the podcast from episode 2.
Was it episode? I thought it might have been from episode 1, but it was.
No, it was
What
episode...
have we gotten out of it? A bit of money that we've used on expensive wine when we went for our dinner.
Correct.
Also, video editing and
Okay, yes.
in this
audio editing.
room.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
They've been there from day one, and I just want to be very clear. It's not because I'm close personal friends with the person who owns the company. It's on merit.
It's an absolute coincidence. You didn't even know that when they sponsored us.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't even go through my close personal friend who I DM'd about sponsoring the podcast rather than emailed.
Yeah.
And just while we're here, obviously Tom also got his job at Pilot on merit.
Ad merit, 100%.
It's not because of a connection he had through me that I had through private school on merit.
It's not a boys' club just because the boys hang out and make decisions when women aren't there.
yeah.
You know?
And it's at a place called a club.
It's not about who you know, it's about what you know. Isn't that the famous saying?
Yes,
Correct.
Exactly.
Yes.
And what I know is I had a podcast that was one episode in and I needed cash.
And Pilot saw it and said, we can't pass up on this opportunity. And we're about to find out why, actually, because
This week's ad, they are writing an ad for us.
they wrote an ad for Flog Cabin.
Who did?
Pilot.
Pilot.
Pilot written an ad for Flog Cabin. So if you
Wow.
wanna know it, we're all doing it.
We've supported them for long enough. It's about time they support us.
So Pilot has written an ad for us this week, and we'll all be doing it. So this podcast Pilot brought to you by Flog Cabin, I guess.
Yes.
Hey there, floggers. Pilot here. You know, when we're looking to partner with a comedy podcast, we look for a very specific set of criteria. It doesn't really matter whether they're funny or popular or likable. What's really important is that people have no problem believing that every member of that podcast has severe problems with erectile dysfunction.
As long as every listener thinks to themselves, yep, these 3 guys definitely can't get it up around an attractive woman, we know we're in safe hands. That's why we partner with Flog Cabin. Flog Cabin is without doubt the funniest collection of limp dicks in the Australian comedy scene.
Whether their dysfunction is driven by performance anxiety, pervasive substance abuse, or being a closeted gay man with a wife and child, you know that nobody needs Pilot more than these 3 flogs.
So go to Spotify and search Flog Cabin today.
Or go to Patreon and sign up to the Debbie Wahlberg tier to receive 15% off your monthly membership.
Flog Cabin. Stay flogged up.
There we go.
Beautiful.
We did it.
Good of them.
It's about time they supported us.
Yeah.
And that's a nice touch, the bit about you being a closeted gay man.
Well, they've got a very invasive form you have to fill out.
There's nothing you love more than being invasive.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I've been invaded. I'm like Poland. Get it up me.
Poland love getting invaded.
They loved it. They couldn't get enough of it.
Which I would be ashamed if someone was to cross my borders.
Oh, wait, on the other side as well? Slow down, Russia.
Apologies to any Polish listeners. Why are we copping this? What happened?
What have we done? Old Flogsky Kabinski. But yes, should we go to the draft?
We're going to the draft. We're into it.
So, there's been 2 drafts in the past.
Mm-hmm.
There was the McDonald's draft, and then there was the sandwich draft.
Yes.
Hamo won the McDonald's draft.
Yes.
Tom won the sandwich draft.
Yes.
I hate this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them were your idea.
Shut up. So, luckily, today's draft is not my idea.
What are the easiest predictions is that you are not going to win again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I found this draft particularly hard. It is Australians you want to have a beer with, alive or dead. I struggled. I don't really know what the parameters of having a beer with them is.
Yep.
If it's just hanging out, do you get like some? Do they talk to you like a lot?
Okay.
What do you
Is
mean?
it kind of like a
What do
truth
you-
serum?
What do you? Why would it be a truth serum?
Why?
Because I feel like if you have a beer with someone, like that's like bonding. Like you get to like know them and you kind of have a greater depth of understanding than before you had a beer with them.
It's
Yeah,
just
but
a-
sometimes it is, and
one-on-one.
sometimes it's not.
It's
Yeah.
just a few schooners and a chinwag for an hour.
And if they're shit company, then you picked badly.
Yeah.
If you don't get on, then you picked badly.
Well, no, it's not even not getting on. It's like I was like, for me, I guess it was more like interest, like things they could tell me.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah.
I think it is. It's like, we were saying this before. I think there are like patriotic decisions. As an Australian, I think we all collectively agree there are some people. It's like, yeah, that person.
Yeah.
I think there is like an element of like just pure star power. Would you want to be around that person? Like, yes, that person means a lot to me. Just being near them for a little while would be exciting. And there is like what stories could they tell? What could I learn?
I had to go through a moment of like trying to pick, like there were ones where I was like, this would be the funniest answer. But then I was like, I can't convince you or myself that I would actually want to have a beer with them for an hour.
Hammer, you could convince me of that
Like,
with anybody.
well, I like Erin Patterson, the mushroom lady. I'm like, that would be a funny one to say, but I in good conscience, wouldn't want to have a beer with her.
No, you would, because then you turn it into a podcast and it'd go viral on YouTube. And that's really what you want.
Collab City at the
Yeah,
OG crew featuring Erin Pattinson this week cooking.
You
Which
got-
beef Wellington should a killer not eat?
That's funny. You both have to eat the beef Wellington, and you can't give away who ate the poison one.
The try not to die challenge.
Okay, all right. I take everything back. Erin Patterson might know.
I'd
Still
be,
time to change
So
your list.
how do we?
I didn't realize I'd be such a good producer for the OG crew. Turns out I get it.
You'd be great.
Shut up.
We need more people.
No.
So I think in terms of the order of the draft, should the person who sucks the most be able to
Well,
go?
I got the first pick last time.
Okay.
And I thought you got the first pick for the Macca's draft. So I thought it was you.
First pick is not. I don't think you want first pick in this, because you
want
got to
first
wait
pick?
the longest for the second one. I reckon third pick's a good one because you get the back to back 3-4.
Okay.
But that's fine. But I'll take first. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if
Okay,
first is,
all right.
is an advantage.
I was just trying to be fair and equitable.
No, I think it is fair and equitable. Look, okay, this is what I meant with like I think the correct answer of first. But I think it's just Shane Warne, isn't it?
I think he'd be the only one on everyone's list.
I think you got.
well, there's
people
another-
I think
there's
will be on
another one.
Yeah, I think there's those two that are the most obvious.
I think I know who the other one is, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'll take Warney. I'll take Warney first. I think like a cricket guy of that
Okay.
era.
Well,
He'd have great stories. He'd have great banter.
I said that there were going to be a few that there was going to be like overlap. That was definitely on my top 2
Yep.
picks.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
devastated by that.
I think there's no reason you wouldn't get a beer with Shane Warne.
no.
Yeah.
Play some pool. Apparently he's really good at pool.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably ask him to do the bullfrog thing that he did. Do you know that when he like could like put his lips all over the schooner glass?
Yeah.
Pull 'em out.
Sick.
Yeah.
Great.
Their little party tricks. Yeah. He'd have great stories.
Great stories, good banter. I think, yeah. Are we assuming this is a private function? Because then, I mean, this would ruin it for everybody, but it's like people are coming up trying to get photos with them, interrupting your warning.
No, it's one-on-one.
One-on-one.
It's you two at your favorite pub, but there's just no one else bothering you.
Yeah, great.
It's just you hanging out in the
That's a good
comfortable
question.
space.
Actually, which pub? Where are we doing it? Maybe we
Ooh.
can circle back to that, but I would be interested to know what you think about it. Give it some thought.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, so number 2, Mugs? I've never called you that before. I'm just trying it out.
Yo, Mugs.
we might never hang out again. So let's try some nicknames before we close the door on this
I
friendship.
gotta impress Dan in case he doesn't want to hang out with me after this.
I think you guys are actual mates.
Mugged
You're
up.
Mugs. Wait, are you next or me?
You can go next. I'm happy to because I went first last time, so I can go the third.
Okay.
I have to be Steve Irwin.
Yeah, that's you. That was
Interesting.
So that's not who you thought number 2 was?
No, absolutely not.
I was wondering if that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I think
I think he would be a horrible hang.
maybe.
I don't want to, talk shit about Steve Irwin or whatever, but I just think very aspy motherfucker. Going to talk about animals a lot. I don't think it's a vibe. I don't think it's a yarn. I think it's going to be weird. Like I think it's going to be like sitting next to someone at a charity dinner.
You ask him what pet he wants to have. He's going on for 45 minutes. Like, fuck, I just one answer.
But you really should keep them as pets.
Look,
It's important to conserve them.
even if he was intense, he's just such a big part of my childhood. I think I would happily have a beer and a yarn with him for now.
I think it is more, the difference between like, oh, fuck, it's him. I get to meet the guy versus like, he's a great hang for now. I don't know whether it's a great conversation. I feel like after 15 minutes, you're like, yeah, it's an interesting thing about crocodiles, Steve, for sure. That's great. But I don't know if there's a lot of runway.
And he keeps trying to drop the schooner glass into your mouth. This is how I usually hang out with people. Jump up. Hammer would love that.
No, I think there's just so much to him and his life that I'd be fascinated by that I would ask him questions about while having a beer.
I can see it.
And it's also, I think it's un-Australian to not want him to be one of your...
I do agree with that, and I think that gels with you not wanting him there.
Correct.
You're not very Australian.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm renting.
All right, so what's your pick then, fuckhead?
So are you about to say you said there are two? Shane was one. This is what you think the second one is?
I think I'll take this off the board.
Wait, so Hamo, who do you think this is then? If he's saying there's two,
Or I don't want to say it
picks
because
in case
if it's not it, then it's going to be probably my next pick.
Okay, all right.
But I'll immediately reveal if it was the one.
But he's not going to change. You won't change your mind?
No.
So say it because then you go next anyway.
No, but he doesn't want to give away his answer, not my answer.
All right, whatever. Fine.
So look, Bob Hawke, I think is the obvious.
Yeah. Okay.
It was definitely Bob Hawke.
And then this is, I think Bob Hawke, like obviously he's known for sculling beer and stuff, which, he's not doing that here. We're taking our time, me and Bob.
Oh, see, that's part of the reason I would want him, because I'd be like, okay, I know that he can beat me at a yard glass, but like, let's go skewer your pint and see what you got, old man.
You just want to beat him.
Well, I mean, a little, but I'd also just want to hang with him. But I also want to see, like, okay,
I'll be honest.
how old is Bob Hawke when you bring him back for a beer? Is it like
I
Bob
wondered
Hawke
about
Prime,
this.
or is it old man Bob?
I know exactly when. It's when he's wearing the Australia blazer when we won the America's Cup.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Okay,
That
so
Bob
like
Hawke.
old but not
Anyone
too
who
old.
doesn't go in is a fucking bum. That
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Anyone who gets
Anyone
fired
who-
today.
get fired.
But also, from what I've been told, because I mentioned Bob Hawke in one of my jokes, that he, during his prime ministership, was sober for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he kind of got back into it later. But yeah, I think I want drinking Bob Hawke. Apparently my dad used to drive him home from the city a bit.
Why?
He used to get pissed at some club and my dad just drive him home.
Huh.
Like, because my dad worked there.
Yeah, right.
Some weird connect.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know really anything about him. I don't know what you would talk about.
His policy was pretty interesting, and I think that was like an interesting time in like Australian politics. It was like kind of pre-Keating with all those changes, and he seems to be like the Australiana kind of prime minister, and I think that would be fascinating.
Yeah, okay.
And he's like into sports and stuff.
Yep.
I think he'd just be a good hang.
All right.
Because I've just heard, he's like, because there was another story about Bob Hawke, like he's at some like international conference. And he's like just talking about like Australia and how it's like, it's just a safe country or whatever. And these guys pull up in a car being like, "Oi, Bob, you going to the pub?" He's like, "That depends. You driving me?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he just got in the car. And just went.
I'd heard that story as well.
Yeah.
It's just a man of the people.
Yeah. He's just, it seems like a good hang.
He would have yarns for days.
Yeah,
I think so. And he'd tell you them.
Yeah.
Because this next one I think is actually my best pick. But that's about the kind of truth serum aspect, I guess, where it's like, what kind of interaction do we have? Because my fourth pick, Rupert Murdoch.
Oh, I had him on the list of
interesting.
options here. Yeah, okay. So there was a few of those ones. I was like, be an interesting chat.
Like,
Roops. But,
Roops.
okay. How old
Never
is...
called him that before. Trying it out.
Because he's still alive. Because he's still alive, I guess you have to have him
Now.
Yeah,
You
old
can't choose-
Roops.
Yeah,
I
okay.
want him now.
You want him now?
I want him as deep in the game as you can possibly be.
Okay.
I think he would be very fascinating. It's just a matter of whether he tells you anything.
Yeah.
Like, I took this draft to be like, you are having a chat as if you're friends. Like, you're kind of having a warm interaction.
I think you're rolling the dice on that. I think you gotta hope that they're coming to the party.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I don't know. But either way, I think fascinating.
Yeah, sure.
Arguably the most influential person of the 21st century.
Are we picturing him and Bob Hawke there at the same time, or are these different? Are you just having 5 beers over the course of an afternoon?
Different beers.
Yeah,
Different
okay.
days.
Because I like to see them together.
Oh, together would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because Bob would probably be talking shit to him. Because,
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been as important when Bob was, important.
I'd picture this all being individual hangs.
Yeah, okay.
Not a group.
So do you think it's just 5 consecutive beers and you're just getting a little bit drunker with everyone?
Yeah, the fifth draft pick, you just
Absolute
wasted.
When we get to
fucking
the end of the draft,
Oh, should we get chips?
when we get to the end of the draft, you got to figure out which beer out of the order that.
You got to rank them.
Oi, Rips, we're fucking.
But it's also that's how many beers they've had as well.
Okay, that's good.
I like that. We'll do
Okay.
that.
All right,
Okay, so yeah, Bob Hawke, Rupert Murdoch were my next two.
cool.
So, Hamo, back in.
Oh God. Okay, I'm looking at like options that I think are going to stay on the table a bit longer as well. Hopefully, I'm going to take Bob Catter.
He was on my list.
Yeah.
He was on my list.
Why?
Because he's weird as hell.
Is that what you want?
I'd be curious
I
to
think
just
he's
sit down with him.
fascinating, and he's just so entertaining.
You could bring
I
up
think
his Lebanese heritage, see if he fights you. A bit of fun.
He's punched blokes in the mouth for that. So
Yeah. For less.
For less, yes. So, I think Bob Catter would be a very, very. It would just you're not going to go away from a couple of beers with Bob Catter and not have a couple of pearly yarns.
I think also, just on this list, we should clarify. I think if there's people you think you could actually have a beer with, I reckon you could probably have a beer with Bob Catter at some point. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's possible for all of us. Like, I reckon that's on the table.
Bob Catter.
Bob Catter.
Yeah, Bob Catter.
I reckon he's around.
Yeah.
I reckon that could happen.
Particularly if you're in like a North Queensland pub.
Exactly.
It's just milling about.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to
All
see
right.
if anyone's getting torn to pieces by a crocodile.
All right.
You guys are having like divisive picks. I'm going super basic.
Okay.
What do you got?
Hamish Blake.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to hang. I think Hamish Blake would be
That's
a
not
good
bad.
hang.
That's a good hang. I think,
He would actually be a great hang.
So Hamish Blake.
Definitely not Andy.
But you'd have to be Andy. You know? Like, you're setting.
I'm used to being Andy. I am this podcast Andy.
You're setting Hamish up. You're laughing. You're like, oh, keep going, Ham. You're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that.
That's cool.
And then I'm hoping this is unexpected. Margot Robbie.
Damn it. That was my one chick.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, it's-
one chick.
Me too.
Okay, so why are we doing Margot Robbie purely she's a hot chick? Or...
I think it is dual. I think having A-list Hollywood celebrity there is interesting, and you could ask her about Leo. You could ask her about like being on set in Hollywood, Wolf of Wall Street, all that kind of shit. Also, hot chick. Just like even if there was no banter whatsoever, it's just like you get to be around one of the hottest chicks of all time,
Yep.
and that's just great
For a couple of beers.
for a couple of beers.
Is she drinking beers?
I imagine so.
That's hot.
She'd have a beer.
Fuck yeah, she would.
I think she'd be a great hang.
You think she'd be a great hang?
Yeah, I think she'd be a good hang. I think she seems funny and down to earth, like off when they're just doing like.
She's not listening. Hannah.
Yeah. Margot. You don't know that.
Margot, you're not on my list, but I would still have a beer with you. I want to be very clear. And I'll take you to KFC for breakfast.
Like the queen you are.
Hey, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban famously, they were at a KFC one time. Just hanging.
Really? And now they're not together anymore.
Not anymore.
There you go.
I had played around with the idea of adding Keith Urban to my list because he's sober, and I was like, wouldn't it be great to say like Keith Urban relapsed for a beer with me?
Right, you want to break their sobriety. Okay.
That'd be a nice one.
What a-
but
I got to say, this is one of the most self-centered drafts ever. He wants to beat Bob Hawke in a sculling competition, and he wants to break Keith Urban's sobriety.
Yeah.
That's how, and he wants to fuck Margot Robbie, I guess. These are all these hangs.
Yeah. Well, we went through this last week. How much is the world in clickbait? It's like, what would the Daily Mail write about? Keith Urban spotted breaking his sobriety.
okay.
With famous comedian Andrew Hamilton. YouTube sensation. Go on.
My next pick will be Ned Kelly.
Shit pick.
I thought about this. Bad pick.
Bad pick?
Why bad pick?
What are you going to fucking talk about?
I talk about what's bushranging like, brother. What's your tips on how you would create modern body armor? Can we rob something together once we have
Why
a few
would he have
beers?
tips on modern body armor?
Well, he'd be looking around. He's having a few beers. He's like,
He can't look around. He's got no peripheral vision because he's got a bucket on
well,
his
no,
head.
he's got the
Is
hat.
he wearing
He's got-
the hat?
No, he's not wearing the hat.
He's got
Okay.
to wear the hat. He's just some guy now.
How's he gonna have a beer?
Do you have a
What, he's
such
gonna
a-
pour it through the fucking
hope
slot?
so.
Do you have a such as life tattoo?
No, I don't.
That'd be pretty funny, having a beer with him being like, pretty cool phrase, huh?
Hey.
Wouldn't it be great if I had my beer as well, Ben Cousins, who had that tattoo on him?
I reckon he'll still be available. I don't think Muggleton's taking Ben Cousins.
No need to draft Ben. Ben's available.
I think.
Yeah, I thought about Ned Kelly, and I'm like, bad pick. Shit hang. He's a bush
This
ranger.
is a fucking novelty pick.
No, I think it's just an iconic pick.
Yeah, I don't want to be around that guy. I don't care.
You know who I had a beer with? Ned Kelly.
Oh, what does he do?
Yeah.
I just think you're talking about some new guy called Ned
Ranger.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Can he be called Ned Kelly? Is that like a thing?
What do you mean?
He can't be called Adolf Hitler in Germany?
I mean, we share common interests. We both weren't huge fans of the cops, you know, so I think there's enough there.
Yeah. No, you're the same. You're both outlaws for sure.
What do you reckon Hammer's going to say before he's executed?
Yeah. There are both books about you. Neither of you wrote them.
These tenders were overcooked.
That's his final meal. Chicken tenders and a zinger.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got two more. Muggleton. You your last two? Dan? Is it Dan?
This
Can I
is
call you
fucking
Dan?
weird, dude.
You got last two?
I get three more.
Three more. Okay.
Yeah, so I got two and then three.
There's one for you that I'm surprised wasn't in your first two. There's a Swans player I'm waiting to go.
Well, I assume you're talking about Adam Goods. I don't know how fun of the beers he'd be.
Yeah.
Like, he's quite a serious fella.
But wouldn't you just have questions about premierships and bullshit?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I've seen Michael O'Loughlin on the beers. Like, actually, when Goods played his last game, like, we ran into them at like a pub, and like, he seems like a lot of fun.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, do you want the fun guy? I guess. Well, neither of you guys are taking him, so I can wait. Like, neither of you guys are going Adam Goods. No way.
Yeah.
So I can wait to the
Zero
fifth.
chance.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Zero chance that I don't have an AFL footballer on my top five.
Yeah. I don't like him for a different reason.
yeah, I'd have a beer with Adam Goods so I can be like, hey, Adam, let's kick for goal. I remember I kick goal better than Adam Goods.
As soon as he walks in the pub, I start booing him.
God.
Do you want?
What if these guys come for a beer with you and they think you're a bad hang?
Well, that's obviously a risk. I assume Rupert Murdoch would. Be like, this is the poorest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
This sucks. Bet he's a renter. All right. Okay. Richie Benno is my third pick.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good pick. I think it was funny because, like, in terms of cricket, I think that takes cricket off the board for me. Because Mary was saying, what about like Don Bradman so you can find out whether or not he's a cunt?
Oh.
Well, I just think he is.
Yeah.
Why?
I
Why
think
do
if
you
you're
think he's a
that, that's the word on the street.
Yeah.
Really?
Horrible guy.
He was-
Bad hang.
Very
Yeah.
bad hang.
Yeah, famously bad
Do you
hang.
think it's just, again, he lived in a time before anyone knew what autism was?
Yeah.
That's just all it is, right? It's like,
Obviously.
fucking shit hang, can't make eye contact. He's keep counting things.
That's why it was anti-immigration. It was like, the count keeps going up. I just want to relax. Someone get me a golf ball. But yeah, I think Benno would be like, he's a professional talker for a living. He's been there throughout basically all of cricket history. Like, he's been behind the scenes. He's been a player. I think he'd just be like an excellent hang.
Seems like a good guy,
Yeah.
good hang.
Yeah.
And you'd probably just like get him to try and do some dumb commentary things around the pub as well.
Yeah. Hey, can you order the beers for me, mate? Oh, okay. Can I have chew schooners? Yes. You fucking do this. It's bad. Hey, Richie, did you need to go take a shit? How would you say it? A number two? Yes. This is mad. So yeah, I think he's definite. And the other one, look, not really my guy, but I think he just would objectively be a great hang. Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Does Russell Crowe count as Australian?
Oh.
Ooh.
Controversial.
Fuck. I don't think he does. I think you're right.
I think we claim him, but like he was New Zealand Kiwi,
He's
right?
He's
Yeah.
born in New Zealand. Yeah, fuck. All right. Well, I guess we do.
But are we now saying that anyone who wasn't born here is an Australian?
for the
Wow.
lid. Why?
I don't know. Like, I don't know that all my people were necessarily born in Australia. I'm assuming.
Well, I just because like famously there's just debate about Russell Crowe, like who claims
it's
him.
the crowded house thing.
Yeah.
Far lap.
But we do.
Yeah.
We
Can
do.
I have a beer with Far lap? That was my
I did play around with the idea of a horse, so it would be very funny.
I was like, Farlap, after this beer, let's race. I want to see if I run faster than Farlap. Can someone measure my heart, please? Fuckhead. All right, then. We're getting rid of Russell Crowe. We'll replace it with Greg Norman.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's psycho. And I reckon it'd be very interesting to have a beer with him. Like, have you seen him? He's like jacked. He's weird. Like the live golf thing. You could tell me all about that.
Yeah, live golf thing would be interesting.
Yeah, I think Greg Norman, and like, I'd hope to get enough beers in him to go through the choking. You know, just how he never fucking got over the line.
I don't think there's. If you're having one, is it one beer?
One beer, but remember, it's like how many beers? He could be my fourth, so that's his 4 beers in.
God,
And he's like, if only I made that fucking chip.
can you imagine? I can't imagine that thing of like your whole for the rest of your life. You'll just think that like could have been the guy, could have done the thing. You fucked it.
Oh fuck! I just thought of a good one.
You've made me just change one of my picks.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Why, 'cause
fascinating.
you wanted Norman or because
No, there was one in the back of my mind that now I'm looking through my
That's the
remaining
front of my
list,
mind.
and I'm like, what's strong? What's a strong ending here?
Wait, so you've got one? You got 2 more picks?
I got 2 more picks.
So do that, and then we'll do a quick recap before we drag this thing out too much.
Paul Hogan.
yeah.
I thought
old
about
Dundee.
him. Interesting. Definitely interesting.
Now I've got the Crocodile Hunter and Crocodile Dundee, boys.
Lay down Messiah.
Oh no, we're thwarted.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been checking out what Paul Hogan's up to these days. Is he dead?
I think he's alive, isn't he?
I think he may have died.
I thought they did a roast of him like not that long ago. You know those weird Channel 7 roasts? You're like, what?
Oh yeah, maybe you're right.
Paul Hogan. He's alive, 86.
Okay.
There you go. Jeez, does not look
But
well.
like back when he was like the face of like Australian tourism, shrimp on the barbie, and all
That's
that kind of
not gonna be
stuff.
that's not a fun hang. I
That's
think you might not wait until he dies before you draft him. You can pick him
bring him
up.
back in his feet.
Yeah, that is rough.
No, Paul Hogan would be an interesting one just to have a hang with for
Well,
now.
he was the guy who like owned all of Byron Bay, right? He just like bought all the real estate in Byron Bay
that right?
at one point. Yeah.
I don't know what I want to do anymore.
You got one more.
So I need to pick one, and then we're going to recap before we go to the number 5.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm at 3. So far, I got Hamish Blake, Shane Warne, Margot Robbie. Because I'm kind of going. Are all of yours alive?
No,
Who'd you get? Who was dead?
Bob Hawks.
Bob Hawks. dead.
Hawke, yeah, and you got
Nick Kelly's long dead,
and Steve Irwin.
and Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, this is a lot. I'm gonna go Alex Volkanovski.
A Volk's a good pick.
I assumed one of you was taking that.
I'd love to have a beer with Volk.
Volk is a very good pick.
All right.
Yep. I understand the pull.
Strong pick.
Seems like a fun guy.
So I'm at Hamish Blake, Warney, Margot Robbie, Alex Volkanovski. Who have you guys want to go through yours as well?
I've
What
got
we
Steve
did last
Irwin,
pick.
Bob Catter, Ned Kelly, Paul Hogan.
And I have Bob Hawke, Rupert Murdoch, Richie Benno, and Greg Norman.
All right. I got my last one, and I'm like, I'm torn. I feel like as a lifelong Rooster supporter, I should pick Freddie Fiddler.
Yes.
It feels like that should be the go.
Yep.
But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I don't know that we'd click, Freddie Fiddler and I. I don't know that we'd actually have anything to talk about. Whereas Hugh Jackman,
Okay.
I think we'd get on better.
Why?
We're both deeply
Okay.
closeted men. We went to an all-boys private school. I'm going to Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
I think he would have great Hollywood stories. And he's been in some really good
I think he'd
movies.
tell you too. I think he'd be forthcoming and charming
He's
and all
mates
that
with
stuff.
Hamo.
My final pick was to be someone who's connected to Hugh Jackman. I'm going to go Baz Luhrmann.
Oh.
I think you could find him. Just wander around Coogee.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
There he is.
Someone did a
Here,
Vox
here,
Pop.
drink this.
Someone did,
It's for a draft.
You owe me $5,000.
someone did a Vox Pop with Baz Luhrmann. Like an open mic comedian was interviewing people on the streets of Newtown.
Oh, I didn't know it was him.
And Baz was turning to her going like, "Oh, you should turn here. The lighting would be better." And like he was just trying to give her all this advice, and she was like, "Who's this dude?" And it was Baz Luhrmann.
That's so funny. Fucking mansplaining.
So I think Baz would be. I would just love to hear his take on the world, and I think he'd be a fun hang for an hour. And I think he's insightful and
Yeah.
interesting.
He'd love Ned Kelly. He'd love that outfit. That's inspired.
That's funny.
All right, Dan, last one.
Uh,
Goodsies on the table.
goods is on the table. I feel like I've gone very sport heavy, which I'm okay
So
with.
have I,
which I'm okay with because like the thing is like with any kind of entertainment-y comedy people, it's just like I've just probably done that or will do that. Like it's a pretty small pond in this country.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't think Goods would be fun on the beers. Like I wouldn't want to hang out with him. I'd be too in awe of him. It'd
If I
ruin
walk
it.
past you and Adam Goods having a beer, I'd be like, I'm going to pretend I didn't see them, and I'm just going to go and hide.
Because you don't want to have to talk to him? Sorry, guys, I've got to run. I'm on.
It's rough.
Fuck, they didn't see me.
I just don't know how funny it'd be. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of this until now. Thought of it mid-draft. I'm going with it. Nick Kyrgios. I think he'd be great.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so
Okay.
fun. I think he's loose. He loves beers. He talks shit about everybody.
That's true.
I'd fucking love that.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that'd be
pretty
so
good.
fun. Yeah. Because even in the press conferences, he's talking about drinking beers
Yeah.
and like talking shit to the journalists. I'm like, yeah, this is my kind of guy.
Yeah.
When I remember talking to that female journalist and being like, "Oh, you were out last night." I remember, yeah. Kyrgios would be a good pick.
You talk basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk hoops.
God.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
pretty
fun.
good. That's pretty good.
I think Greg Norman is the one I'm regretting.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think it'd be fun.
I think he'd be interesting.
Sure.
Like he'd be nuts. But like
My big
yeah.
ones that I left on the table that I considered were when you talked about Murdoch, I was like, "Would Julian Assange would be an interesting conversation?"
Julian
Oh, that's
Assange is a
good.
great
Sure,
one.
that's a very
Assange
good
or
one.
beer would be
Fuck,
interesting.
that is a miss.
Yeah,
that is a
that's a
huge
miss.
miss.
Assange.
I
Just
had
like
Tom's
you.
dad on the list.
Tom's dad.
I love hanging out with Tom's dad. That's lovely stuff.
Like you told me with rugby league, I was like Nathan Hindmarsh for me. Like
Again, you can just do that. That's just something that can happen.
or Todd Carney.
You'd need to draft that.
Todd Carney.
Where's he drinking from?
Yeah.
I had Chopper down. I thought that'd be shit.
Chopper was
I also had Holly Valance because
Oh, yeah.
she's
Holly
like a
Valance.
crazy right-wing
Right-wing.
person now, but she's just going through a divorce from that billionaire,
billionaire,
so
yeah,
she'd
of
be
course.
cashed up and single. So that's a good option.
Okay. So
Why do you want her to be single? So you could cheat
So
on
like
your
me
wife?
trying to root Margot Robbie, you're trying to root Holly Valance. Is that why you pick her?
No, so I can just help her through this tough time. And then I had Kerry Packer as well. I thought he'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, much better than Jaden's Packer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah. But no, I thought Kerry Packer because like, all the World Series of Cricket stuff, like all the shit with the Australian government, I thought he'd be, and he'd talk shit.
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure.
Uh,
Anyone you leave on the table, Tom?
I had Michael Hutchins.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that is
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
That is good. Bon Scott,
Bon
maybe.
Scott was the other one. I was thinking, like,
Bon
wouldn't it be
Scott
funny?
would
Like,
be
he brought him
sick.
back from alcohol, from death, from alcohol
Had to have a
poisoning to
beer.
have beers with you.
Yeah,
No,
as
no.
if he doesn't want to.
It makes the alcohol-related death go away. It's like a
Yeah.
hangover.
Yeah,
Hair of the
Hair of
dog
the
bomb.
dog.
Keep it going.
Thanks for bringing me back, Tom. How did I die? Don't worry about it. Have a beer.
Yeah. Sleep on your side tonight.
Michael Hutchins, you don't need to go like that again. We've got Pilot. You're going to be hard as a rock.
I had also Pat Cummins.
Yeah.
I think maybe a little vanilla,
Yeah.
but
I'd be like Steve Smith. You'd be like, I don't want to hang out with you.
no, he's gonna be
You're too
shadow
weird.
batting in the corner the whole fucking time. Mel Gibson,
Yeah.
Ooh, that's actually a great one.
but I don't know because he was on Rogan recently and he spends a lot of the time just like talking about creationism.
Yeah, he's intense and crazy, but it'll be like a very fun, wild beer.
No, because now he's like religious crazy.
yeah.
But he's also, I think, sober these days. So like,
think
there'll be
he-
another
yeah.
one who's relapsing.
Draft
for you.
him when he's dead.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you could pick a better era.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
that's
sure.
Yeah, you want like Lethal Weapon 1.
Yeah.
Hey, you want him just before he makes that phone call. That's when you want him. Just before he leaves that voicemail. You're like, Mel, brother, let's talk. Yeah. All right. Well,
I'd been looking at like what's another one other than Margot Robbie that was like a
Hot
famous. Well, it didn't have to be hot, but like they ended up all being hot. I was like Kylie Minogue or Elle Macpherson are both like
Kylie Minogue's actually
bonus
pretty
ones
good.
that would probably be a good.
when she's dead, and you can pick
Nah, but
late '80s Kylie.
I think she'd just be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then I also I put it down here with a question mark. Eddie Marbo.
Why? Oh man, I heard the case went pretty well.
Well,
Congrats.
I was
you doing,
just
Eddie?
like I wanted to have something that wasn't just like five straight white dudes, And I was
Yeah.
just like, what else have we got out there?
So you said hot chicks and the guy whose casing created traditional sovereignty. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing. The traditional owner. Well, it's not sovereignty. I can't get the term right. My brain doesn't work today.
Karen Elias.
All right, so let's just go through our final. Tom, what was your top 5 Aussies to have a beer with?
Shane Warne, Hamish Blake, Margot Robbie, Alex Volkanovski, and Hugh Jackman.
Good stuff.
list.
Hamo.
Steve Irwin, Bob Catter, Ned Kelly, Paul Hogan, Baz Luhrmann.
Interesting.
All right. And then we got Bob Hawke, Rupert Murdoch, Richie Bano, Greg Norman, and Nick Kyrgios.
Have you ever been? So if you go to the Hawks Brewery, did you see this when you were there? They have the big kind of board.
We want to have a beer with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they cross off the ones. It's quite sad because there are people on there who are dead now that they'll just never get to have a beer with.
It's over.
Well, unless they have a draft where there's powers to bring them back from the dead.
That's
It's true. They considered a draft, a spooky draft.
Like a seance?
Yeah.
I do enjoy the vibe at that brewery.
It's cool.
Good beers, good food, pool table.
That's where I'm having the drink with Bob Hawke.
Yeah.
So it feels extra comfortable.
Never saw it. He never saw it. I met the guys who started it, and they were like, because I don't know if you've heard the story about it, but basically, two guys living in New York, middle of winter. They're like, if you could have a beer with anyone in the world, who would it be? And they both said Bob Hawke, and they're like, we should start a beer brand where Bob Hawke is the face of it. And they told their boss that they were going to do this thing that Bob Hawke had already said yes to it. And they hadn't met him yet. So when they met him, they were like, you have to say yes to this because we've already told our boss. We've quit our jobs. We told our boss you said yes. So if you say no, we're fucked.
And didn't Bob say that's fine, but I want money to go towards something?
Yeah, it was the farmers, right? Wasn't it some kind
Where's-
of like the Bob Hawke Foundation?
Yeah,
for
okay.
farmers.
Good guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Come and have a beer with him.
All right, we got to do the eulogies.
Yeah, because this episode is running long.
I think people would be happy about that, surely.
Yeah.
Final of a Flog Cabin.
Oh, do we have when are we doing the top 3 flog moments?
I thought we were doing the Patreon.
That's Patreon.
Patreon,
Okay.
we're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
some nostalgia. We're going to reflect on our top 3 Flog moments.
So we've got the flog predictions.
So predictions of what our careers are going to go from here.
Thank God it's only
Correct.
3 because it was hard to find 3 good moments. for the
Well, all
podcast.
right, fuck.
I had 4, and I have faith in 2 of them. But yeah, so you can jump across the Patreon. The Patreon will still be live for a little bit after the podcast wraps up.
We're never closing the Patreon.
All right, we're never closing the
It's
Patreon
open forever.
It's great. I can't wait to do the
And we're
tax
gonna-
on that.
And we're going to make exiting it really hard.
Yeah.
Like a free trial on Netflix.
Very difficult.
We're going to make it real tough.
It's gonna be like what is it? Hello Fresh. It's gonna have a box turn up of
Yeah.
fucking cabin.
Oh, I forgot to fucking cancel the cabin again.
I just delayed it 6 months. Fuck. It's always mints.
Fuck, HelloFresh sucks.
That's so annoying. But yeah, so you can jump across to the Patreon. Obviously, thank you for your support with all that. And there's a bunch of Patreon episodes. So if you
That's
missed
true.
the cabin, there's like what
55.
55 more episodes there. You can listen back if you miss us.
we just
whenever
released.
you want.
We just released the.
Oh God.
We've released the Drunk Ep. The Flog Bowl 2 is now live on the Patreon if you want to see that. If you want to see all of us naked in a bed together,
Yep.
that's there.
I wish it wasn't that, but it's that.
That's exactly what it was.
Yep. So, my bed, unfortunately.
It was hot, sweaty comedy.
Yep, you can watch that. And Jesus Christ, Tom did his best to make it all clean, but just don't be a fucking snitch, huh?
Yeah,
If
for
there's anything
sure. Don't
weird,
send
we
this
were
around.
very drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and if you ever try to cut up it to get me cancelled, well, it was AI as well. The whole thing is AI. I never said it.
The horniest AI ever. Chat GPT brought to you by You Up. All right.
What's
so,
everyone's vibes on these eulogies? Are we getting deep? Has anyone gotten deep?
No.
All right,
Not
well, I'll
really.
go last then.
Okay, great. I'll kick us off, but just quickly, where would the cabin be without me plugging my upcoming shows, folks? We love
Where would it be?
upcoming shows.
Yeah, I think this is why you started the podcast, so you could flog upcoming shows.
I mean, look, I'll address this in the eulogy, but yeah, if it was very sweet having some floggers there over the weekend. I'm still on tour. You guys are both chilling, I think, till the end of the
I
year.
go to the UK on Monday
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah, of course. The British floggers.
Yep.
Where-
So if you're in the UK, I'm doing shows in London, Southampton, Bristol, Manchester,
Glasgow.
Liverpool.
fucking Liverpool, and
Manchester.
Birmingham,
You said Manchester.
Is it Manchester?
and then Glasgow. Glasgow's
Love
looking
it.
big.
Glas-
Big show in Glasgow.
Big show in Glasgow. Yeah, it's from like November 6th to 13 or something.
You'll figure it out. If
Yeah,
you
something there. It'll be in the description. And yes, I'm still going around Australia. I'm in Western Australia right now. If you're listening to this, I'll be doing a show in Bunbury tonight. Fucking hell. Send some people to that show. It is grim.
Please to God.
And then,
send
yeah,
someone
Freo,
on.
Perth, and Rockingham. Perth is almost sold out. Freo getting there. And then I'm in Queensland doing the Andrew Hamilton's Natural Habitat Tour all the way up to Cairns. Doing so
God's
many
country.
fucking shows like Mackay, Townsville, Caloundra, Bundaberg, plus all the regulars like Murwillumbah, where the two flogs reside. I believe.
You gonna try and get on 2 flogs?
I finally get to bash them.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Yep. I'm going to bring Gox with me.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll help out.
Stand behind him.
That, and then I'm in Victoria, and then I'm back in Sydney and fucking Tasmania as well. A lot of shows. It'll all be in the description.
You know what we haven't said, and leaving it to the end was fucking stupid. We're doing a live show.
Oh, yeah.
December 14th.
Yeah, fuck.
Probably in King's Cross.
Yes.
3 p.m. Ish.
It'll probably be the Potts Point Hotel.
Probably by the Potts Point Hotel. By the time this is out, we'll have worked it all out, and we'll make sure there's a ticket link in
But yes, December 14th.
Sunday
Afternoon. You can hang out with Tom and I. You cannot get a brewski with Drewski unless you give us $5,000.
$5,000, yeah.
Cash. Yep. Otherwise, stay away from me.
Absolutely right.
Because he will be having brewskis.
Yeah, you just can't. He'll be having them on his own with Steve Irwin.
And Ned Kelly.
That's me in a little cordoned off area.
Ned Kelly robbing the pub. Steve Irwin trying to tame a seagull outside.
If you dress up as Ned Kelly, you can get 10% off the Brewski with Drewski tour.
And if you see Baz Luhrmann on the streets, bring him.
Invite him in.
Point him.
We will be doing Flog Cabin trivia made by Flogger Liam.
Yes.
He set that up. And I think what we should do, because we have had some requests, winners of the Flog Cabin trivia should get an Ogflay Haben K hat. With
Correct.
a few remaining.
We'll do that.
There's a chance to win one of those if you rock up.
If you truly know your cabin, you'll love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 14th of December. Put that in the diaries now. Let's get to this fucking eulogy. All right. This has been a long ep. All right, I'll kick us off. The Flog eulogy, we're just farewelling the podcast. You know what eulogies are. Here we go. I haven't put any effort into this podcast before, and I'm not going to start now. It's ending. That would be like doing homework after your final exams at school. It's over, mate. Move on. I do want to go on record and say starting this podcast was my idea. I take full responsibility for being the brains behind the only thing Andrew Hamilton has done that has not succeeded. I blame Tom. Obviously, I regret all of it. I'd like to quote Oppenheimer when I say, wait, I got to get the quote up.
I have become death, destroyer of worlds.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
Jurassic Park as well.
That is Jurassic Park. Damn it. I thought you guys would get that wrong.
No, how about Jurassic Park as well?
It's in both. Both those real science movies.
Michael Crichton just ripped that off? From
I was supposed to say, just kidding, that's from Jurassic Park. Thanks for listening. There you go.
All right. It was good you did it in your voice too.
Thank you.
That weird voice you did.
Shut up.
All right. Mine's quite long.
Whoa, his is very long.
Mine's longer.
I kept it. Oh, jeez. All right.
If the cabin is still in our hearts, then is it truly ever dead?
Oh.
The answer is yes. This is the end of Flog Cabin, unless, of course, someone buys the Brewski Badrewski Patreon tier. We had a good time and achieved some things, such as being the second best flog podcast in Australia. I will miss Dan's inability to win a draft, including the sandwich draft, despite sandwiches making up as much of his personality as the tracksuit. I will miss recording podcasts in Dan's apartment, where I had created my own personal butt groove on the couch.
Still there?
And I like the kinds of ice he had in the freezer there. I'll miss being involved in something that brought joy to the few, and which I contributed very little to. Thank you, both of you, for doing this scene with me, and I'm sure all the things you said when I wasn't listening were both clever and funny. When we continue to perform stand-up comedy shows in Sydney, I'll be at least 15% more friendly to you in the green room than I am to other comics for at least 6 months after this podcast. It fills my heart with sorrow to know that now when I think something is gay or I have a good schnitty, 1,000 less people will know about it. When I am rich and famous because of the OG crew, I will finance a proper, visually compelling and purpose-built studio, and I'll create another comedy podcast that both of you guys are welcome to audition for.
Thank you.
Best regards, Andrew Hamilton.
Audition.
Best regards.
Best regards, Andrew Hamilton.
Kind regards. Very good. That was funny.
Tom, closing it out.
Today we say farewell to Flog Cabin. If you'd have told me 2 years ago when we sat in Dan's basement to record the first ever cabin that we'd put out over 100 episodes, start a Patreon, host several live events and feature guests like Vittorio Angeloni, Adam Rowe and Lawrence Moody, I'd have said, wow, this podcast must go really great. And then I'd say, yeah, it went okay. And I'd reply, oh, just okay? And I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong, like people kind of liked it, but it sort of plateaued after a year and it was never really financially viable for the amount of effort we put into it. And then I'd say, oh, well, did it at least grow our public following? And I'd say, like, maybe? Like, it's kind of hard to tell because the clips never really worked. And then past me would say, oh, well, I guess it takes a long time to build these things, so you've just got to keep being consistent. And I'd say, no, we're quitting. And then I'd say, why? And I'd go, well, it got really hard to organize it, and Dan had a kid, and now Hamo's like successful. And I'd be like, what, Hamo's successful? And I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. And then we're moving to Spain in January and maybe London afterwards, so we just thought we'd drop it. And then I'd say, fuck, should I even bother doing this thing? And I'd go, yeah, definitely, because you have heaps of fun doing it, and every single week you get to laugh really hard with two of your best mates. And when you do eventually call it quits, you get lots of really nice messages from people who love the podcast, and you'll realize, and they're going to really miss it, and you'll realize you're really going to miss it too. And I'd say, you know, Hammer's going to call you gay for saying that, and I'll say, don't worry, you'll get used to it. So stay flogged up, and I'll say, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, that's very sweet and heartfelt and gay. But
That was so funny. I was literally just pointing at Hammer, being like, when are you going to say it? This is happening any second now.
no, it warmed my cold heart.
It was nice. That was very nice. You know, I thought about, do you remember why we stay flogged up?
Yeah, it's part of my Patreon thing.
Right.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah, because it was Mark Wahlberg's obsession with that Hello app. Stay paid up.
Isn't that crazy that from that one like weird? I think did you bring it?
He
to
brought
the
it up.
cabin?
Yeah. He was talking about Mark Wahlberg.
That became the Wahlburgers thing. It became the Stay Flogged Up thing. Yeah.
Bizarre.
I saw him recently post Stay Paid Up again. He's still doing it.
Dude, I can't believe that the Halo app outsurvived Flog Cabin. That hurts.
Let's just say if I'd been on Flog Cabin, things would have gone pretty differently. There'd have been some blood in that cabin.
All right, we should jump across to the Patreon. Thank you for joining us in the cabin for the final time. Hopefully, see you at the live show in Sydney in December. 14th of December, probably Potts Point Hotel, probably 3 p.m.
Probably.
But, it'll all be confirmed later. I guess there's only one thing to say, which is stay flogged up.
Check the Dodgems.
Bye.